And then we go live.
There
And
we go.
we're live. Welcome to the belated ball live show for December and January.
Of course, as soon as we go live, my cat wants in my room. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay. We will be discussing both of our December books and January books in this live, which include Christmas Bubble and us, etc. I'm gonna shoot this over to Hope and let her introduce herself and tell me what she rated both books. By the way, guys, if anybody is here, which right now there's nobody, if anybody watches this, this might be the shortest of our lives.
Yeah.
Shortest live show of our lives, of all the live shows, because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Okay, I'll just quickly introduce myself. I'm Hope from It's Hope's Books. I'm always on your channel, therefore I always feel weird introducing myself. But yeah, I gave both of the book. I need to go look at Goodreads for what I gave Christmas Bubble. I should have done this beforehand, but
Also, this looks weird, so I'm gonna fix it.
okay. I gave Christmas Bubble 3 stars and us etc 3.5. But it's like almost a 4.
Ow, but okay.
Okay, I will eventually explain myself.
I figured.
Like,
okay, so we're just gonna discuss both kind of together with each of the questions because the trying to separate each out.
Yeah, you're also in full control of this thing. I am slightly hungover, so
we did just discuss your ratings. My ratings were a 3-star and obviously a 5-star. Those are my tops of last year. I will say I did kind of rush through the audiobook this time, so there's that. Okay, we have. Do you have a fave character from either story? I don't remember anyone in this, so
okay. I actually do have a favorite character that I can't remember the name, but it's Bubble's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the video calls. That's one thing I remember.
Yes.
Jazz, and it was maybe something like something like that.
I read it early on in January, thinking we were going to have the live show, and we never did.
Yeah,
because we got busy. So
yeah, I think the best friend's name is Jazz. Or like something like that.
Okay, from us, etc. to me, it's Eek.
Yeah, but also like Eek is my like main favorite character, but I also really liked Danny as like a side character. Like she's like my favorite side character.
I do have a question for you, being Miss Youngin here. Do you know who Buster Keaton is?
No, but like when I heard the name, I was like, I've heard that somewhere else, but I couldn't place it.
He is a famous silent film actor who is known for doing his own stunts.
Yeah, like I heard the name like before, but I was like, while I was reading, I was like, I don't remember.
While I was
that makes sense.
While I was rereading it, I was like, ooh, I wonder if that is pre her knowledge.
That is, it's definitely like I put it this way, I knew it was a movie star. That's pretty much it.
Hi, Tran. We are doing, at least I'm doing well. She's a little hungover.
I'm doing
and
I'm here and alive.
And we're talking about some Mel romance. How are you doing, Tran? Okay, so we did fave character. Okay, favorite scene or least favorite scene. I'm gonna start with. Do we have one for this one that we can remember? Because I'm gonna say no on my part because I remember nothing. This is getting unhauled.
I'm like trying.
I remember there was a scene between Bubble and the coach. There was a conversation in the cabin that I liked, but I don't remember anything past that.
Yeah, I'm like, for some reason, I remember something happening outside in the snow, but I cannot remember exactly what it was. But I just remember the being outside in the snow and liking it, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Least favorite. Can I do least favorite scene from
Yes.
Christmas Bubble?
Oh, I didn't.
Anytime the fucking ex-wife was mentioned,
Oh my god, yes.
because you know why.
Ugh.
Because
Ugh.
all I could picture was that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so for this, do you have a favorite or a least favorite?
Okay, least favorite just because like it hurt so bad. Like I was like it's least favorite because it was sad, but I also like I was just like so mad is when Eek was like blamed for hurting what Lizzie? Yes.
Yeah, Lizzie.
Yeah. That I hated it because I was like just so frustrated because I'm like, "Oh, but like
Ugh.
but favorite scene that when they're dancing in the train car.
Oh my god, yes, I was gonna say the same thing.
That one that moment I almost started crying because it's like it was so intimate and I felt like I was interrupting something.
To me, another one of my favorite scenes takes place at the end while he's standing on the beach. And when Kip shows up and you
Yeah.
think Kip is no more and he shows up and you're just like, ah.
I literally did that. I was like, "Oh my god."
Um and least favorite scene besides the Lizzie stuff, I have to go with the fact that when he took off all of his clothes, opened up the circuit box, and then stepped into the pool.
Yeah, but that it's at least I agree with that, but I get the emotional vulnerability and the
Same,
meaning behind that scene.
same.
Like because my brain is thinking about that, I'm gonna kind of justify my rating of like I loved all of the emotional aspects and I could connect with some of the ways that Eek was feeling, but I just like didn't connect with the story as much as I wanted.
I feel like if you would have read this at a time where you wanted a book like this,
Exactly.
you would have rated it higher. But the
Exactly.
fact
And
that it's in a moment where you're not really wanting a sci-fi, you're not really wanting this in depth of a romance
yeah,
because of life.
exactly. And so like that also of like I very much wasn't connected
Mhm.
until like after like the 50% mark. And that's really like to give a book a good rating, I have to be connected from or like from at least the first like 20% of the book.
I
And I wasn't.
completely understand. Okay, so past that, do we have any thoughts on the plot for this?
It was cute. That's pretty much it.
It was
I
adorable, fun, but not memorable to me.
yeah, like I could probably barely describe the plot.
Okay, any thoughts on the plot on this one?
It was good. I think also another reason I slightly disliked in air quote is because everything like in the first like half kind of felt disjointed at sometimes because you were just kind of skipping through scenes almost.
I can see
But
that.
I also don't see how the author could do it any other way and get the same emotional impact.
Um, ooh, Tren's been talking. My bad, Tren. She said she's exhausted but good. Her son was fussy and heard y'all talking. Immediately he hushed and
Oh,
aww. So adorable. Oh, and our next book, let me grab it. It's right here.
yeah, it's like you have the
Ow.
physical copy. I don't.
Ow. Ow, I'm old. I stood up and my entire leg popped.
Oh
Ow.
god.
This is our next. It's,
No, it's technically not because February's book.
oh, February's book is Stupid Cupid. That's in the
But
other room. This is our March book.
that's the one we're mainly focusing on. Like February's book is gonna be good, but that's the one I'm the most excited for.
This will be our March book. Please join for Mel Mel March and read
Yeah, we
this.
can now talk about that.
Yes,
Ooh.
we can do that after. Okay, so back to plot. We were talking about that. Okay, so we'll do writing. Any thoughts on the writing?
It was simplistic, but I feel like that's what was needed for the story.
It was easy to get through. It's one of those romances that you just gobble up and you want. It's like that holiday romance that you want to have a fun time and you
Yeah.
do. But will it be your favorite? No.
No.
Will it be your least favorite? Probably not.
No. No. Like it's average.
Writing on this.
I really liked the writing. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but I did like the way that it was written.
I personally think you'll like her other book of Feathers and Thorns.
Yeah, I do want to read that.
I feel like that one you might like more. It's more of a fantasy. It's a little historical, but not really. It's just like it's an alternate
I will say for
universe.
historical books, if there's fantasy in it, I'm more on board.
Same.
But if a historical with no fantasy, it better be really fucking smutty and by an author I already like.
Hello. Okay, so would you read another book by this author?
I'm not sure just because I haven't looked into the author enough to find a book that I'm like, yes, but I would consider it.
Just curious, what does she have?
I'm like, a few, quite a few.
Oh, there's no Z, that's why it's not pulling up. I was like, what?
Yeah, definitely has a few, but I'm not sure.
Did this just say, hold on. This is a book from a series?
It's yeah, kind of. It's related to one of the author's other series.
How to Catch a Bookworm is book one. Why am I intrigued by that? Actually it's
So,
0.5, but okay.
what I'm hearing is the answer is maybe.
Maybe okay, would you read another book by Kit Vincent?
Yes.
I would say yes, but at the same point, I'm waiting on her to send the next one to write the next one because I've read all of her works.
Yeah, I already have a Feather and Thorns on my want to read. So
Uh,
that shows that yes.
a Feather and Thorns might work for a couple of prompts for Mel Mel March.
True.
Hold on, let me pull up that bingo board and I can let you know.
It works for at least based on the tags, young adult.
Young adult.
That's all I get from the tag.
Um.
Sus- suspense because it's an
Suspense.
investigation.
Yes. If you read it Kindle or audio,
Yeah, I would
there
probably
are
read them.
there are people on the cover.
Yeah.
I would count it as paranormal because they have magical abilities. I forget what
Yeah.
they call themselves, if they're mages or if they're witches. And that's about it. But no, okay. This is the only one this would apply to. You would you read the other books in the series?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hi, Mackenzie.
Hello.
Pardon us in our horrible live show today.
The thing is, we honestly probably could have just not done this, but my brain goes, no, like we have to, even if it's us half assing it.
Yeah. Okay, so the important question: did you bleach with Christmas Bubble?
I don't think so.
I didn't at all.
Like, I liked it, but I didn't bleed. Like, it was like a cute thing, but
It's not one where, to me, when I bleat, it's oh my god, this is like a new favorite. I swooned over
yeah, mine
everything.
mine has to be like there's like something I connected with and enjoyed, or was just like, oh my god, it's amazing, like 5 stars. Like that's my thing. So like, no, it was cute, but not.
In my head, it's I didn't find the couple that swoon worthy.
Yeah, they were like, they were okay.
Did you bleat? I did, but I understand if you didn't.
I don't think so, but it's like there's just like something missing. And if I could figure out what that something missing was, then maybe.
Mhm.
But like that's the thing of like I can tell there's something missing in like either my enjoyment or what the story like needed to make me absolutely love it, but I can't pinpoint what it is, which is kind of frustrating.
So, any final thoughts on either one of these before we start talking about Belmont March?
For Christmas Bubble, I don't regret reading it. It was good. I'm glad that we read it, but that's pretty much it.
I'm hoping we choose a better holiday book this year.
Yeah.
We do have one written down that is by an author I've read and loved. So I'm hoping it's better. And it's going to be one of those, it's a traditionally published one, too.
Oh yeah, it is. Ooh.
I do believe it
I think.
was The Geek Who Saved Christmas. No, it wasn't. So, no, it's not.
Okay.
Still indie published, but eh.
Yeah.
She's also a traditionally published author, too. So,
Yeah, that could be where your brain went.
but my only final thought for this is bye. It's getting unhauled, and the unhaul pile is over there. So,
It's in that direction.
any final thoughts on us, etc., that you would like to discuss?
I just really like the overall like meaning of the story of how like it's almost I'm trying to figure out how to word it of how they leave to search for this like etc and it was there the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And it was
I love that like twist. I was shocked by that and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense though."
uh, to me, this I would recommend this for fans of books like Addie LaRue. To me, in the sense of the message behind the story. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
like the message is strong and meaningful.
Granted, is Addie LaRue a little bit stronger? Maybe, but it's still this. Yeah. Um, that's all my banners. So we got through all of the questions. Do we
Yeah.
want to talk about Mel March?
I mean, might as well.
What do we
For
want
both,
to say?
I'm excited for it.
Same. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go grab my printout
Okay.
of it because I didn't think about talking about Mellow March. One sec.
Oopsies. Oh, meaning I get to entertain everybody. I mean, to be fair, I'm just trying to pull up the bingo board myself. I don't know where it is. There we go. I hate being alone on screen alone.
I thought I shut the door when I sat down, and I went, no, I didn't. Fuck.
Oopsies.
Sterling's currently taking a nap.
That sounds like a good idea.
He gets headaches from time to time, and today it's bad.
I have a headache from being hungover. What?
Why does it look like her eyes at the bottom?
Like that? Maybe it could be. Are you talking about my pants? Maybe.
Or did you see the cat at one point?
Like right now, the cat's at the door. Maybe. Because like my cat is locked in my room right now. But that, excuse me.
I was trying to make you the big one.
Like, yeah, it's my pants. See, now there's another pair of eyes.
Oh, okay. I
It's
was
like-
trying to.
Nope.
I mean, if you can tell, I've already came up with my entire TBR for next month.
What? Yeah, so it's just my pants.
I mean, did you see my pants? Did you see my pants?
Ooh.
They're Care Bears.
And then
It's
there's
Lucky Bear.
And then there's mine that are. It's like astrology.
It's like a Lucky Bear. Sterling got them for me yesterday at Target.
Aww.
It was like Care Bear. Sorry.
That shows how distracted we get.
Yes. Are there any prompts you're having issues or you would have issues trying to come up with one for?
I mean,
because me being an expert,
honestly,
well, not an expert, but you know what I mean.
Possibly the graphic novel, mainly because I'm like all the ones that I've thought of. I'm like I've read that.
Check, please.
I've read that.
Damn it.
I'm like, I don't want to reread Heartstopper for that.
Dick Fight Island.
Ooh, I could.
Get you a smutty manga in there.
Idea?
Graphics. Chef's Kiss.
Ooh, yeah, I haven't read that.
Or Bloom.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I have not read that one, but I've been meaning to.
Mackenzie says, have you read Fence?
I've read the first
two,
and I just didn't vibe with it that
Fence, well. I really enjoyed. We no longer own it. I really enjoyed it. And then then you get the actual novels, and then I'm bored.
Yeah, I don't.
Because by the end of the second novel, Sterling told me they were still not together.
Ugh.
What's the point of the story?
Yeah. Okay, I did decide that I'm going to do Bloom for that prompt, mainly because my library has a physical copy that I can.
Nice.
Yeah. I just looked and it's like, would you like to place a hold? I'm like, yes, please.
I will be doing a graphic novel anthology called Young Men in Love. Only because it's one Sterling had pre-ordered and he loves it and I haven't read it. And it's one of the few we own that I haven't read that's not manga. I'm trying not to use manga for that prompt.
I'm just like, I don't care. I just need to read books. I haven't I haven't officially started planning.
I have because I can do a complete and total blackout with 12 books.
But yeah, my main thing I think is I'm like I just want to see how many books I read in February here so I know what is too ambitious.
Yeah.
Like I know that I can get a line, like I did do a little bit of planning. And am I low key like stretching it a little bit? Maybe.
It's our readathon.
Like I can get right now I have a few prompts that I'm
As
like
long as
I'm
this
waiting
gets
for.
read, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's like well that one right now for me just on my bingo board as is one, two, three, four, five, six. And those are just the ones that I first thought of, but I probably will I mean technically I will be reading it Kindle, so there's another one.
Does this count as a new release?
I think it does because I think it was
23.
2023. So
Interesting.
technically,
So, Buddy Reed, Green, new release, group book, new author, Rainbow, adult,
oh
person
yeah,
on cover, Kindle, audio if you want to go audio,
yeah,
taboo.
maybe.
Might be stretching it for that one. Well, it's a demon and a devil.
So like in that might be the pair. It does work for paranormal, but yeah, it does a
I
decent
think it's a
amount.
demon and a devil. What happens when a devil claims a demon?
I would imagine, but or is that more metaphorical?
That's what I want to know. That's why I'm so freaking intrigued by this.
I know. I'm like, is that metaphorical
But
or like actual?
with that book, then there's another book that can almost black out the board on its own, and that's God of Fury by
True.
Rena Kent, because that one is popular.
The way that my brain was like, I was trying to figure out what book to read, and I might read the first book in that series.
But the first book in that series is
Well, no, I mean like right now.
Oh, okay.
So that I started it so that I don't feel bad reading like the fifth book in the series because I started it.
Yeah, okay, I get that. You get popular, new release, new author, because neither one of us has read it. The
Yeah.
Rainbow. It's adults. It's straight to gay. It's got a person on the cover, depending on the edition. If you read it Kindle, it's a Kindle. I'm assuming there's like a suspense element in there because there's like an enemies to lovers. Like his arch rival is the guy's twin brother.
Yeah.
You can listen to it audio. I would count it as taboo because I was told this entire all of Rena Kent's can be considered taboo.
Yep.
It's also mafia, and it's a series.
Yeah.
So that ticks off a lot. There are a few out of the 12 that I'm like super excited for, and there's some that I'm like, I'm reading it to fill a prompt.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Because I'm super excited for God of Fury. I'm super excited for Between the Devil and the Sea. Oh, this one I could count as taboo because he is or they are, I don't know if it's a male or female author, is a problematic author.
Ooh.
Because I'm reading Iced Out by C.E. Ricci,
Oh.
which is a hockey romance. And I'm reading it because Kaylani sent it to me off my wish list. I added it to the wish list because I was like, do I want to give a problematic author a try? Do I not? I'm really interested in it, but do I? Um,
I'm now just thinking, and I'm like, ooh, like I just thought of a book that fits a couple of prompts.
I'm excited for Losers Part 1.
Yeah, that one I'm like that one technically because there is like two distinct relationships within that, technically it works, but I'm only letting myself use it for the plus prompt.
Oh, I'm using it for 2 prompts. I'm using it for that in Kindle because I own it on my Kindle.
Yeah.
And it's the one out of all of these that I know for a fact I will be reading on my Kindle.
Yeah.
So right now, that's what it's being held as.
Yeah. And I just want to reread that because
I just want to read it
your girl needs a comfort read.
because the little bit of that I got in the dare of her with all the boys, I really need to know more about Vincent. So listen.
It's like, let's just say.
I'm also excited for Loki and his master. And then I found on my shelf Sim, which is book 2 in the Cora Rose's Unexpected series. Book 1 is Wit. Really loved Wit, but I really cannot wait for Sim because it's a straight guy who falls in love with a gay guy and he doesn't understand these feelings, so he stalks him and he's trying to figure out why he feels things he feels. And then he breaks into the guy's house and then forces him to have fun.
Ooh.
And they fall in love because he's trying to understand these feelings because he's that straight guy of why do I feel this way about a man? I can't understand. So it's like, to me, it's not as taboo as it sounds.
Yeah.
But it's just like I'm a macho man. I can't like a man like that. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. Plus the guy on the cover is fucking hot. You should look it up. SEM by Cora Rose.
Ooh.
All the guys on the covers of that series are fucking hot as hell.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I would grab the physical copy, but I have it in the other room.
Oh my God! Sorry, the guy on the first cover.
Wit.
Yeah.
I have Wit right here.
Yeah.
With the dark, with the. This also counts as a straight guy falling in love with his roommate, his best friend.
Ooh.
So this would count. I would count it as friends to lovers. It would count as a new to you author. It would count as straight to gay. The thing that happens is he gets sick, and the roommate helps take care of him.
No.
And then at one point, they're hugging, and he doesn't want him to let go, and he doesn't understand why. So he makes him sleep in the bed with him. And like they're just like nothing happens in that moment, but it's like he spoons him.
Yeah, it's like the comfort.
The comfort, and he doesn't understand why. And it's just so good. I need to reread it so I can read Sim. And Sim is the brother of the guy in the first one.
Ooh.
Not Wit. Wit is who he falls in love with. And the guy in Sim that Sim ends up with is Wit's best friend, who he thinks that the roommate and that guy did something when they didn't.
I think I got it.
Wit and oh fuck.
It's like, what's the name?
Well, because it's in his point of. Oh, and Caleb. Wit and Caleb. Oh, so good. So good. And I will be reading This Is Why They Hate Us.
Don't seem too happy about that.
It's on my 12 to read and my 12 and 12. And Lavender House will be on this list so I can knock them out so Sterling will shut up. They're the two he chose for my 12 and 12. And they're both gay. So I was like, why not? This is why they hate us, is my YA. It's that pink one facing out.
Oh, yeah.
And then Lavender House I'm using for suspense because it's a Victorian mystery novel.
Well.
With rabbits on the cover. Wilson. But then I have, after those 12, I have the 5 others that I have to read, and then I have 2 more that I'm like, if I have time.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to just read. I finished 1 book this month so far.
Oh, Lord.
And do you want to know what it was?
Us, etc.
Yes! And then I've literally read, like, I've read 300 pages of the first Crescent City book, so that's a book in itself.
Well, see,
that should count as 2.
See, the 2 that I kind of want to read next month, that if I get the time, I will. If not, I don't mind pushing them off till April. One is book 2 in this world. There are 7 books, and the 7th book comes out in April, so I'm like, I would like to read this whole series this year.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Beg You to Trust Me, which is book 2 to Dare You to Hate Me.
Oh.
And I finished Dare You to Hate Me and gave it a 4-star, and it's like super cute. And I was more interested in the blue cover, which is the 3rd book in the series. But then I read the back of the green one at the store and was like, oh my god, so which one's book 1 out of these 2? And I found out, oh no, that's the pink one.
Yeah,
which the story didn't have, which is the one that I was least interested in. But I was still so excited for all 3. So I'm hoping, I think the other 2 are going to get higher ratings.
Possibly.
And maybe number 2 might be the highest because it's following DJ, and I like DJ as a character. And then book 3 is a guy proposes to his girlfriend says no. And he wants to know why. So they start their relationship over. So it's like a second chance thing. Even I want to know why she says no, because where I'm at in this story, they are happily in love. So why the fuck does the bitch say no?
Have to read and see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his name is actually Daniel.
Okay, well, that's
but goes by DJ. So, my bad.
I hate somebody with that name, and I can confidently say that because my roommate's not home.
Also, I had a thought, and I wanted to ask your opinion on it.
Yes.
Emily Rath has a Mel book. Whiskey and Sin.
Yes.
And it's Omegaverse.
Yes, it is.
Have you read it?
No, but I really want to.
Do we want to figure out a month to have it replace?
I mean, we could. We haven't announced anything past March, so...
I don't know if it's not taking place in the next 3 ones.
Yeah, no, but you get what I'm saying. It's like we haven't posted it, therefore we can move things around. We'll figure that out when we're not live.
I know, but I'm like,
You're just like, get it out so you don't forget.
I have them in front of me. Oh, I know which one we can replace.
Which one?
August.
Yeah.
Because September and October are going to be the duology, and I don't want to. I think August is the only one that I'm like, about coming up.
And we want to make sure everything is like, yes, perfect. Like,
I think Stupid Cupid is going to be our only other.
yeah, but at least it's short.
I know.
It's
It's the
like,
one on this month's TBR I keep pushing off. Because I'm like, am I actually excited for this one?
yeah, I actually am kind of excited just because I know it's going to be like a quick and simple read.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I'm gonna enjoy it? Nah. But like,
It's also a monster romance, so I'm like over here going, is monster romances really my thing? Is it not? That's why we're testing it out.
I've read like three.
We've learned rom-commy books. Because I would consider the Pucking Around series very rom-commy.
Well, yeah, it
With
very much
lots of
is.
smut, but very rom-com.
Exactly.
So it's like those are the type of romances I tend to enjoy more of. But this year we are diving into some really dark and heavy books, and I cannot fucking wait.
Okay, I'm very excited about that because when I read dark romance, it's always straight dark romance.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that is what is the most popular and that has interested me the most. But I am excited to dive into like the MM side of dark romance because I feel like it's going to even if it has like the same like content as like a straight dark romance, it's gonna be on a whole different level. I can like just feel
I'm
it.
excited for April, May, and June, seeing as we're having dark, fluffy, dark.
Yeah, we're like doing the fluffy one to break it up.
And then and then after that goes the OnlyFans kind of book. And then we'll do the Omega Verse.
Megaverse.
And then we
That's
do
start of a duology.
a really dark duology.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that duology.
And then end the year with the 2 fluffy books.
Yeah, that's like, you know, like, why don't you need fluffy things to break up the like heavier stuff?
Which I'm super excited for those fluffy books at the end of the year, which is why they will never change. Listen.
Which after the live, we'll need to figure out when we want to announce the next quarters.
I'm purchasing all 3 books next paycheck so that I can film mine.
I own the one.
But you also show pictures.
Yeah.
In your videos. I don't. If I do, I do it like, it's the bingo board.
It's literally just because like a lot of the times I can't buy the books even if I really want to.
My goal is I want to own all of our book club books.
Yeah.
When I make the videos, so that if they become faves, I already have them.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do.
And you have no idea how excited I am for April's. Like, oh my god, you have no fucking idea how excited I am for April's.
We just got to get through a couple more months.
Lori read it and has been raving about it, and I'm just like,
you're like, why is it April's book? Why do I have to wait that long?
Plus, I made a list of what is it? Where is it? I made a list of 7 dark romances I want to try and read.
Ooh.
Which include God of Fury by Rena Kent, April's book, Take Me Apart by Bria Alapui and Skylar Snow, which is a mafia. Beautifully Broken by MP Bates makes me think Someday Someday on like the dark topics it may talk about.
Ooh.
It may be one of those emotional books. That one almost made our list, but it's lower than the one we just added. The one that replaces June's, it was a lower rating.
Yeah.
Forgive Me by A. Nash, which I wanted to put on our list, but we can't because it's the start of a trilogy. But it's a priest and a mafia guy falling in love over him killing someone. And then our duology is obviously on this list, and then what became our June book. So those are the seven. I'm like, I'm excited. Serial killers and priests and mafias and emotions. I feel like all of these are going to break me.
Probably.
But before we get off, is there anything else we want to say about Melba March?
I'm very nervous for the drunk live show because if it's anything, if I'm drunk the way I was last night, I'm gonna say shit I don't want on the internet.
Listen, I
I'm
was
just.
I was thinking about that on our drunk live show. Even though there's nobody here watching us now, whoever's watching this afterwards, I was going to make like a poll and stuff to talk about the drunk live show, seeing if people want to join us live on the screen, and we can interchange, play some games, maybe do a giveaway. Because if we're doing it on like around the 16th, I get paid the 20th. So I can do a giveaway and then purchase that person a book.
Okay.
To get more incentive of people to join us and have fun. But yeah, I thought I would come up with like some games or some activities or something we can do while drinking.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
So,
not just cards against
yeah.
our shelves. I was thinking
Yeah.
maybe like truth or dare, but mainly with truths, depending on how drunk we get.
Oh god. I'm like just a.
We may, I was thinking we could read out scenes from our favorite books.
I'm down for that. I will need to be very drunk to be able to do that, but I will be
Listen, also, I discovered Jacksonville Ray's merch on her
fucking want
website.
them. I want them. Why do I have to be broke?
She has an art print of my boys that I want to get where they're all sitting on the couch. And it's Amari shirtless next to Caleb, and Jake is just laying in Caleb's lap, and then between his legs is Poseidon. I was like, ugh!
Love the doggy.
Oh my god, and they have a sticker that I need for my Kindle that says, "He's my metaphor." It's metamor, but it's my metaphor. Technically, that's what. I can't say it on the internet.
I think I know what.
Because his sister watches.
Oh, lovely.
I misspelled the first word, but whatever.
I literally did not notice that you misspelled it until you pointed it out.
After I hit sent, I went, oh god, that's misspelled. Whatever.
Same diff.
But technically, that's what he would be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love that. I may like just refer to him as our metaphor. I could get him. I could probably convince him to read Pucking Around. Sterling, on the other hand, probably not,
Oh, fun.
because
Get him.
Sterling doesn't read romance if it's straight romance.
Yeah, that's fair.
He, even though I have seen him now 4 or 5 times when we're in the store, picking up Anastasia by Sophie Lark.
Oh.
But he's a huge history buff and he likes his historicals. And Anastasia is one of his favorite stories of history. And every time he picks it up, he's like, "Ooh, this sounds good," and takes a picture of it and then walks away. And I'm like, he doesn't realize that's the same author of Brutal Birthright, right?
No,
Where
he
I
would
was
not
talking
realize.
to him about those sex scenes in those books. About the bitch who tried to kill her husband with strawberries.
You mean the queen?
Strawberries on her lips from a kiss.
Did you see Sophie Lark's reel of her like with the strawberry just
Yes. Yes.
I was
I
like, that's
live.
exactly what happened.
Um Also, for those who are here who are huge fans of romances, Megan Brandy's sequel to Say You Swear got a title announcement.
Oh, it did.
Promise Me Not.
Ooh.
And she mentioned that it's one of the most angstiest titles she has written for any of her books, and it fits the vibe of the books. And I went, angst, give it to me now.
Gosh.
Give me all the angst. Because if Promise Me Not is going to be anything like Say You Swear, it gonna knock me on my ass. Granted, it's September. It comes out in October. Um, I'm gonna have to pre-order another copy of Say You Swear because Promise Me Not is now going to be traditionally published.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to have the traditionally published copy so they match. I'm not the biggest fan of the traditional published version of Say You Swear, but
But you're gonna need it.
yes, it's a copy of Say You Swear, and Say You Swear is my favorite romance of all time.
Which like that that just like it's I still cannot believe that. Like
It it's on my top 10 favorite books of all time. A couple down from Red, White, and Royal Blue. Like it's super close to Red, White, and Royal Blue.
which is
What the hell?
exactly.
That my favorite straight romance is a sports romance. First off,
Yeah.
it's a love triangle. There's another key thing in it that is a trope that Kaylani hates. So I only give it out if people ask what it is, because to me it might spoil a certain part of the book.
Then I don't want to know.
But it's like if you need triggers.
Oh wait, I think I know what. I think I remember what it was because I think you told me at one point.
So it's like if you need triggers, it's there's also another trigger in it, but that really is like if I say that one, it like gives away a storyline. Um but if people need it, I'm willing to give it to that person.
But not just in general. Say it like it's the blank trope.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be like, oh, one bed trope. Which
Yeah,
is
like
not it, which is not in this.
yeah. But like that's the thing where it's like, oh, you can say that, and there's variations on that type of trope.
Yeah. This is like a very specific thing that every time I've read it in a book, I haven't liked it. Every time Kaylani reads it in a book, she DNFs that book instantly. I got her to push on, and that's why she gave it a 4.5. And she told the girls about the trope just in case they needed it. But they know what are her tropes and what aren't her tropes. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they do run their book club a lot tighter than we do. But then again, there's 4 of them to run everything and come up with everything.
Yeah, versus there's 2 of us, but half, like 90% of the time, you just tell me, and I'm like, okay, that sounds good.
So,
Because you know, like the MM side of books more than I do, therefore you're introducing me to
to
books.
an extent,
But like you know it more than I do because you
because I've
read
done
it
my
more.
research
Yeah.
into like, oh, what's on these best of lists. Like, I wish I could put God of Fury on our book club, but I know too many people who won't read it because it's the 5th in a series.
Exactly.
So it's like, I want to read what's popular as well with everybody, but
Yeah, it's like an equal thing of reading what's popular, but also reading what we want to read, but also trying new things.
I was suggested book 5 in this series for our book club. And I was like, I get that they're standalones. But we have friends like Morgan who won't pick it up until she's read the first 4.
Yeah, and I'm like that where I'm like, I have to read at least the first book in the series to start the series, and then I can kind of jump around.
I mean, there is nothing that's going to stop you and me, though, when the MM book comes out in the Pucking Around series.
Oh, that I'm literally probably going to read the day it comes out.
That bitch will be that month's book.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like that is yeah.
That will be
That
our book club book.
that will be the is it the fourth or the fifth
I
one?
have the picture. One sec.
Yeah. I'm like I yeah. I
I
have it.
just resaved it to my phone.
Yeah. I know that it's sent in our chat, but
Pucking Strong, which is after Pucking Sweet. So it'll be the next one
oh,
after
okay.
this one.
I
It's
couldn't remember if it was the like one that
who is
came.
Teddy and Henrik?
Oh, I think I.
Are they players on the team?
I recognize the names, but I'm brain farting. They're not players on the team. I think they are support staff.
Oh! Oh! Never mind. The other doctor. It's
Yeah, it's
him and
the
his
other.
husband.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, are we gonna get to find out how they met? And
I
oh,
think so.
I cannot wait for Pucking Sweet. You have no effing idea. Oh my god. Okay. Comment down below, guys. Whoever comes back and watches this till the end. Comment down below if you guys want to see Hope and I host a Jacksonville Rays read along.
Yes, 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 yes. Sorry, I'm like
But
I'm
my
down.
brain is, do we do it for Pucking Strong or do we wait for Pucking Free and do the full series?
I feel like we could do the full series
Which will
when
give
it's.
us 3 years before we do the thing. Because Pucking Sweet comes out this year, it'll be Pucking Strong next year, and then Pucking Free the following year.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Because I'm excited for that one also, because that one's a female Mel. Kind of curious how that one's gonna.
I'm excited for that because it's Amy's one of the.
Yeah.
I'm excited for her because I love her.
I'm excited for Pucking Sweet, even though it has one of my least favorite tropes.
Yeah.
But I love Poppy so much that I cannot wait.
I'm excited for that dynamic
Oh my
because
god.
of the way it's been described. I'm like, wait, what?
Emily did a video today going, "Move over Poseidon. Welcome in Princess," which is a cat, which is the cat that it's the cat from Pucking Wild that Ilmari and Ryan did the video with, where Ryan was petting the cat.
Oh,
It's that cat that Poppy flipped out over. I was like, oh my god, yes.
the way at this point, people are probably like, "What the fuck are these people on?" The answer is nothing.
If you haven't read anything in this world, you need to. This will be my next one after Only When It's Us. I'm starting this.
I just remembered something in that. I'm really fucking excited for you to read it.
I'm excited for. I'm using this one on the rom-com swinathon. It's just for treat your shelf. It doesn't fit any other prompts.
Yeah, no. All I will say is,
and I just need to be caught up before Pucking Sweet.
All I will say is Caleb and Omari.
Them
in that book. That is the book that they're the best in.
Are you sure? I'm thinking of a scene in volume 1. Where Ilmar. Hold on. Let's wrap this up real fast before we discuss that. Okay, if y'all like this video, hit that thumbs up. I hope you guys join us for Stupid Cupid, which will be on Hope's channel.
Yeah.
To be announced.
At some point.
And during Mel March, we are reading Between the Devil and the Sea, and we'll probably do the live show probably the last weekend if we can.
Yeah.
That way we can keep this with Mel March.
That sounds like a plan.
We might have 2 live shows in Mel March for both books.
Yeah, like Stupid Cupid might be like the first weekend, and then that one would be the last weekend probably.
But if Stupid Cupid becomes like one of those books where we don't have a lot to talk about like we didn't with these 2, we'll let y'all know in like the Reading Sprints Drunk Live show if we're even going to do a live for it or not. Or we'll just suck it in with this and be like, nothing to talk about. No, let's talk about this.
Yeah, that one I feel like
this
we're going to have so
better.
Much... I'm scared.
This better not be like Bite Me and be this thick and us have nothing to talk about.
That was one of the most... I enjoyed the live, but also like...
Ugh.
Really?
I mean, it's 505 pages, damn it.
Also, not me just wanting to see how much that costs to buy, because I feel like I'm gonna love it, so I kind of want to buy it.
I mean, just look at the guy on the cover.
That's another reason why I want it.
He's just so fucking hot.
But this...
And then she has other books that look like this one.
Oh, they don't have it on Indigo. I have to go on Amazon. Ugh. Honestly, one thing I'm so grateful. My mom now has Amazon Prime, meaning she's given me permission to sign into her account, add my credit card on it, and if I want to buy books from her account, I can to get free shipping. And I'm like, thank you, mother.
You should look at the cover for Call of the Sea. Which...
Ooh,
hold on. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, we're good.
Oh, God.
I saw that it was part of a series, and I was like, is Between the Devil and the Sea part of that? No, it's not. I was about to get really scared. But Call of the Sea, oh, he's hot. This is the one that I'm excited for, but I'm also nervous because it's more sci-fi.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
So I don't read a lot of sci-fi, even though technically we just read a sci-fi with us, etc. I had to sit there. I'm not looking at the book, so I feel like she had another book where the cover looked almost identical to Between the Devil and the Sea. And I got really nervous because I thought it was part of a series.
Yeah, but it's not. That one is a standalone.
I thought that said Seven Daddies. That says Seven Deadlies.
Oh God.
Bad things play here. Whatever. But no, I hope y'all join us for that. Be on the lookout to both of our all of our social medias, where we will announce when we're doing reading sprints, when we're doing the Drunk Live show, when we're doing well, Drunk Live show is looking about maybe the 16th.
Yeah, as long as it's mainly if I don't work that weekend. Mainly.
So if not, I may do a live show on the 16th,
Yeah.
regardless, just to like have some fun with
Yeah.
our people. And she may or may not join me when she gets off work.
Yeah, I have no idea what my
We
schedule
shall
looks
see.
like.
Um, and we will see how much reading I can read because this is my last week at AMR. I start my
Oh.
new job next Monday, not tomorrow, but next week,
Ooh, so the
19th.
19th. I, I was close. I would have said the 20th.
And my schedule will be Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Ah.
Or, well, anywhere from 7 to 5. I can decide 7 to 4, 7:30 to 4:30, 8 to 5. I get to pick. She said, I don't care as long as you work sometime during that. A full 8 hours. Bet. Um, but I don't see me getting up any earlier.
Yeah, you're like 8 to 5.
Sterling's new schedule is 7 to 4, but he rolls out of bed
Yeah, rolls out of bed and just like,
and then sits
we're,
right here.
yeah, and then it's like literally a room over.
When I mean, guys, he sits right here. I, on the other hand, have to take a shower, get my food together, and leave. So I get up at 6 as it is.
Imagine starting earlier. Oh, fuck.
I could leave the house by 6:30 if I rushed. I get up at 6, so I don't have to rush.
Yeah,
I could sleep an extra 30 minutes. But the beauty of this is no more late night.
that is true, but also no more early
I know.
off. That's
Granted, my first week, I might get early off on that Friday because they hit their third level last month, so they get a getting off at noon shift.
ooh,
So I might be able to get off work at noon on that Friday.
ooh, that's nice.
Also found out that AMR is changing their hours. Starting March 1st, they'll be 8 to 5 anyways. I was like this matters to me, but
You're
whatever.
like, cool.
They still made me sign the paperwork about it, and I'm like, why?
Because
I'm leaving.
you're technically still an employee as the papers need to be signed.
I was like, I leave next week, guys. That's the point. No,
Yeah.
okay. Like we were saying, keep an eye on all of our socials. You know me, I get distracted very, very easily. Also, do you see, just because I'm distracted, do you see how our manga shelves are going?
Yes.
And the one that's crammed, which is all One Piece,
Jesus.
he bought risers from Etsy to put behind so that he could have them on there like that. It's just going to be these two shelves are
Damn.
going to have 100. Is it 104 volumes that are out right now?
That sounds right. But I also don't know.
We have what he said the first half on this shelf right here. These are the extras he has gotten, but we have the first half of the series.
Gosh.
Plus, he's collecting Dragon Ball Z's. Then you got the Blue Exorcists, which we have all the way out. And then you have mine, where we're still collecting things for me. He's a completionist. Me, I'm like, we'll get there eventually.
Yep.
Sorry, got distracted again.
Okay, let's end this live and then we can be as distracted as we want
I know.
off screen because I need the distraction. I'll tell you why after.
Yeah. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new, go subscribe to Hope. She is already linked down below in the description. And if she's not, go find her on any other video on my channel, which she's in, which is
Also, the
several.
YouTube channel is right there. I think my Instagram is the same, but my TikTok's the same. I think too.
Point the other way.
Well, no, it is this way. It's right there.
You're pointing this way when you need to point this way.
No, on my end, it looks like it's pointing to that.
On my side, you're flipped, and your finger's behind it.
On my end, it's like that. But if I do that,
see that you're pointing to it.
But I'm not on my end, and I don't know why.
That is so weird because if I do this, it's pointing to it on mine.
And it is for mine too. But if I point this way, I'm pointing to it. If I point that way, I'm pointing not to it. Like, I'm genuinely gonna take a photo and show you. Like,
you know, you're supposed to point away from, like if you're looking there and it's on that corner and you're pointing to it on the screen, it's opposite, so you have to do the opposite hand. Because when I point over here, I have to actually like look at where I'm pointing.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It really is. But distractions aside, I hope you guys like this, whatever the hell this was. We did generally enjoy the books for the most part. Please join us whenever we decide to do Stupid Cupid, if we do.
We'll see.
We may do an entire live show next month, just me and her talking about the Pucking Around series.
I hate to say that's probably what the drug live show will end up being.
Hello, so
somebody will mention that series or hockey, and I'll be like, focus for a good hour.
I mean, if someone mentions hockey, we've got several series to be talking about because I'll be bringing up Him by Serena Bowen and Kennedy, plus the new guy, plus Soren from oh god, we're distracted. Stop. I hope you guys like this video. If you hit that thumbs up, hit that bell icon, you want to know all the crazy shit that happens here. And until next time, kids, always be fabulously yourself. Oh boy.
Bye.
In broadcast.